So, no. So, so yeah, this is one of my favorite games of all time. This is the Island of Dr. Brain, and this is one of the very few series that I'm going to do for this channel. I've done a few other ones like this in the past where I'm not really sure if you are all going to be genuinely entertained by this, but I want to do the series anyways, just because it's something I grew up on, and I kind of just want to get like the video out there, and it may be like nostalgic for people who played this too. But this is actually the second game in the Dr. Brain series. The first one was Castle of Dr. Brain, which is notoriously much tougher than this one, and much less colorful, so I figured I'd do this one first, and if people like it, then I'll do Castle of Dr. Brain. And let me know if the audio levels are okay too. Like if you guys can hear the game okay and stuff, you know? But yeah, this is like if people have often said like, how come I seem to know all these random as fuck like trivia facts and like things and everything? It's because of games like this. Like when I was a little kid and I had like my first and second computers and stuff like that, I grew up on games like this. Like I played all the Sierra Discovery series and everything. I played all of these like educational games. I played this shit like crazy. I mean, I played them like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And so like, I mean, I'm not saying don't go to school or school's not important, but in all honesty, you can learn a lot of shit from these games. You really can. I mean, people used to berate games all the time back in the day for not having any sort of educational value or being worthless or rotting your brain. I'm gonna tell you right now, the sheer fact I can do that like speed, speaking and stuff like that, and that I have the vocabulary that I do, that I have the verbosity that I do, that I know all this random shit and all this stuff, you know, and everything, is directly because of video games, period. Now, of course, my parents sitting around and like, you know, teaching me English and everything for hours and hours a day probably didn't hurt either. That definitely helped by a long shot. But video games are definitely largely responsible for the amount of knowledge and verbosity that I have. So when people put them down and say, they're rotting your brain, they're a piece of shit, I just fucking go like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, really? Not to mention all the studies now that have shown that learning games are impressively, they benefit the mind impressively. Even stuff like FPS games strengthens the mind. It's ridiculous. You know, so much like data has been covered on it. So anyways, I'm going to share about that. So basically, in this game, this is after the Castle of Dr. Brain, where you have successfully completed his tasks, and you're now Dr. Brain's lab assistant. So now you have to do something else. And, you know, his voice is like typical old man voice. He's like, recently while working very late in my lab, I was finishing the plans of my latest top secret project. I heard a faint noise. And that may sound like shit, but that's actually how he sounds in the later game and stuff like that. So, and by the way, I'm not trying to like brag and say like I'm a fucking genius or like super like, you know, intelligent or whatever. I'm just saying more like, the reason that I do know a whole bunch of English words and language and so forth is because of this stuff. So that's why I'm trying to say I'm fucking stupid as hell at math, which is what gets me in this game. So basically you have to get a battery is the entire thing, and it's on his private island. So you have to get flown there and so forth. And
testing. 1, 2. Is this thing on?
So there you go, there's his voice.
All right. Here's your hint watch. Should you get into any trouble, just give me a call. Questions? Good. Please be careful.
And so, you know, yeah. So that's basically part of the game. So the hint watch is basically something that you use if you're stuck on a puzzle. But if you're out of your fucking mind, you basically, you get points for solving puzzles. And I'm not going to do this in this playthrough because I don't want to have a 90-part series playthrough of this. But if you beat the game on every single difficulty level without using any hint watches at all, and I mean, this takes a long damn time, you get a special ending. But you have to be seriously, like, really dedicated to do that, and I'm not going to do that. I love this game, but I'm not going to do that. So here is the first thing where you have to pick the latitude and longitude of the location. Now the game came with a gigantic book and stuff like that that actually pointed out what this was and so forth. That, you know, this is where you have to go to it and all this stuff. So you would use that, it'd give you a sign that you use that to do that. However, I'm fucking hacked, so I'm just going to do this and say fuck it. And there you go.
Congratulations, you've earned a gold map skills plaque.
And so there you go. So you do that and you land and everything, and then a brain comes up, and that's the loading sign, and here's the first puzzle.
Deep, deep within the interior of my island. Therefore, just follow the trail of my security puzzles. If you have any problem solving them, just give me a call.
Alright, but we're not going to need to give you a call. Now here's the thing. Sierra games at the time had this kind of like bar that's almost similar to the way that like Windows products all have like that ribbon at the top, or Adobe products all have it, or something else like that. Which is kind of neat because this game and all the other Sierra games basically had that concept like decades before it was used in like mainstream products and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting. So anyways, what you can do is you can change the difficulty. And as you can see there, we have 15 out of 390. Now if I go here and I go to, where are we at here? Is it this? Okay, yeah, it shows the plaque. So here's every puzzle in the game, and then it shows you like see, I have like a gold navigation plaque. Now you get gold or silver or bronze depending on, I think, either what difficulty level you're on and how many hint watches you use is what you get it on. So as you can see, we have 2 hints here, and I'm not really sure what X credit is. Maybe I should go back in here and look at that. See what the fuck X credit. Can I right click? Okay, no. This is before right clicking actually managed to do anything. Now what is this? Doesn't tell me. Okay, that's my achievement board. So what is this? Okay, so that's their hint watch. So all we have right now is just that and the hint watch. So I'm going to start the game initially at expert difficulty, and then we'll see if I can do it on the easier difficulties. Like if I can't do it on expert, I'll do it on the easier difficulties. So we save the game, and I have to type in the name of it. Now I actually had a game already, LOL. I think I did this on stream, but we're going to do a new one. Wow, it actually, like, I typed that all in super fast and it took it like a minute to do it. That was interesting. And the game also, just like many Sierra games of this era, and by the way, I love the like hand-drawn graphics like this. I think these kind of graphics are more like beautiful and just good-looking in general, which really sounds weird when described that way, than most modern games today. It's just what I grew up with. It really is. It's just what I grew up with. I think these graphics are infinitely more amazing and interesting to look at than like 95% of the stuff that comes out today. That's like big explosions and blah, all that stuff going on and everything. But anyways, so you can click on stuff and they have like, you know, little shit like this that happens. If you click them again, or if you click the fly, I believe, yeah, the guy comes out and eats it. It says fuck it. So literally, you can click on almost anything in this, you know, and you coconut. And let's see if I can get the little spider. I'm Christine the spider. I'm trying to find that pesky fly named Frank, etc. So it's like they did this shit like all throughout the game and everything. You know, like everything has stuff and a optical illusion. And let's see if the bush has anything. Don't beat about the bush. And then there's the castle and everything and so forth. So we're going to actually get into some puzzles now. What are we, like 15 minutes into this shit? So you click on these, and here's the first puzzle, the polynomial puzzle, or what am I talking, polynomial? The polyomino puzzle. So you basically have to fit all this shit into the same space.